Welcome to The Explainer. Life insurance, it can feel super complicated, right? But it's so important for your financial plan. So today, we're going to slice right through all that complexity. We're going to break down LIC policies, using some great insights from Deep LIC services to make it all make sense.
The source material we're digging into kicks off with this really powerful idea. It's like a motto that guides their whole philosophy on insurance. But what does it really mean for you and me in the real world?
Well, it's about shifting how we think about insurance. It's not just some dusty old safety net for when things go wrong. No, it's a living, breathing financial tool. Something that helps you grow and hit your goals while you're living. It's about having both security and progress, protection and a path forward.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. Insurance as your financial shield. The source uses this amazing phrase, Suraksha Kavach, which basically means a shield of security. And that's exactly what it is. It's your first line of defense when life throws a curveball.
But you might be asking, why is it so essential? I mean, it's a fair question, right? We've all got bills to pay, things we want to buy. So why is insurance always put up on this pedestal? What makes it such a must-have, a non-negotiable for a smart financial plan?
All right, so let's get into the why. The answer is all in the core benefits. And trust me, it's about way more than just a check if something bad happens. This is where you see the real, day-to-day value of having that shield in place.
And the benefits are huge. I mean, first, the obvious one, protection from those big, scary, unexpected expenses from an accident or an illness. But then there's something you can't really put a price on. Man ki shanti, just peace of mind. And there's more. On top of that, you've got some really practical perks. You live past the term, you get a maturity benefit, a nice payout. Need some cash in a pinch? You can often take a loan against your policy. Oh, and yeah, let's not forget the tax benefits. It really is the whole package.
Okay, so now that we've got the why down, let's jump into the what. We're going to take a tour of LIC plans. There are a bunch of different types, each built for different goals. We'll look at the three main kinds highlighted in our source material.
First on our tour is the endowment plan. The easiest way to think about this one is like a 2-for-1 deal. You get life insurance coverage, and you get a savings plan all rolled into one. And here's the key thing. It's not tied to the ups and downs of the stock market. That means your returns are going to be way more stable and predictable.
LIC's Jeevan Love plan is a perfect example of this. And check this out. This is really cool. You might only pay premiums for, say, 16 years. But your life insurance and your savings keep growing for the full 25-year term. It's called a limited premium payment, and it's a huge plus for anyone who wants to get those payments out of the way early on.
All right, next up, we're looking at a totally different beast. This is the Unit-Linked Insurance Plan, or ULIP for short. Now, this also mixes insurance with investment, but, and this is a big but, your money is actually invested in the stock market. So that means you have the chance for much higher returns. But, you guessed it, it also comes with market risk.
The LIC Index Plus plan is a great example here. You can see it right there. The risk profile is listed as very high. Your returns are directly linked to how the market indexes perform. It does have some cool flexible features, like you can take some money out after 5 years, and they even throw in some guaranteed additions at certain milestones to, sweeten the pot. This is definitely for someone who's okay with more risk and is really focused on building wealth.
So, this really lays out the fundamental choice you have to make. It's a trade-off. You've got the endowment plan, like Jeevan Labh, which is all about predictable, steady savings. That's for the cautious saver. Then you've got the ULIP, like Index Plus, where you're taking on more risk for a shot at higher returns. That's for the wealth builder who's cool with the market's ups and downs. It all boils down to one thing. What are your goals, and how much risk are you comfortable with?
But wait, what if your goal isn't just about investing for a certain number of years? What if you want to create something that lasts, a lifelong legacy? Well, that's where our third type of plan comes into play, the whole life plan. Just like the name says, it's designed to cover you for your entire life, which makes it a really powerful tool for planning what you leave behind.
Jeevan Umang is the perfect example. So get this, you pay your premiums for a set time, maybe 20 or 25 years. Then you're done. You stop paying. But your insurance coverage, it keeps going. And here's the real kicker. You start getting money back. Every year you receive a survival benefit, kind of like a mini pension, all the way until you're 100.
So it's a plan that pays you while you're alive and secures a big payout in the end.
And some of these plans have another cool way of building value, through what they call guaranteed additions. For instance, a plan like Bima Jyoti adds a guaranteed 50 rupees every single year for every 1,000 rupees you're insured for. It's a simple, straightforward way your policy grows, and the best part? It has absolutely nothing to do with what the market is doing.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. We've got endowment plans for saving, ULIPs for growth, and whole life plans for legacy. So with all these choices on the table, the big question is, how on earth do you choose the right one, and what happens after you finally pick one?
Well, the good news is there's a pretty simple 3-step guide. Step 1. Look in the mirror. Assess your own needs. What are you trying to do here? Save for retirement, your kid's college, or just get basic protection? Step 2. Do your homework. Compare the plans, look at the costs, the coverage, all that stuff. And Step 3, and this is a big one, talk to an expert. A good advisor can help you cut through the jargon and find the perfect fit.
And listen, it doesn't just stop once you sign on the dotted line. Your policy isn't something you just file away and forget. It's a living, breathing part of your financial life. You might need to revive it if you miss a payment, or update who gets the money, or check on its value. You can even borrow against it. The support is always there.
And just before we wrap up, there's actually one more angle to all this that our source material brings up. It's not just about buying insurance. It's about the chance to build a career in it.
Yeah, becoming an insurance agent has its own set of pretty attractive perks. You've got the potential for a great income, a flexible schedule, but at its heart, it's about helping people protect their families and their futures. It's this really cool mix of being your own boss and providing a really valuable service.
So, at the end of the day, here's the big takeaway. Insurance isn't just one thing. It's this incredibly versatile tool you can have in your financial toolkit. Whether you're looking for stable savings, high-octane growth, or lifelong security that pays you back and leaves a legacy, there is a plan out there designed specifically to help you do it. So we're going to leave you with this one question to chew on. After hearing about all of this, from endowment plans to ULIPs to whole life policies, just take a second to think about your own situation. Is your financial shield in place?